We now know what are TETs, what the purpose was quality. The purpose was to identify people who can be quality teachers and take them to the classroom. But then there are two kinds of TETs, sir, as you mentioned, state and central. And the major difference is, the parts of these tests. So if you could share with everybody on the call, what is the major difference? And if somebody has taken a state TET, not a central TET, or somebody's taken a central TET and not a state TET, what is the difference in the person's employability options and employment options? Sir, please.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Many participants, as rightly Mr. Rishabh told, you all know that one is from state. Teachers eligibility TET, we affectionately call it as TET from state. Maharashtra conducts, Uttar Pradesh conducts, Tamil Nadu conducts, many states of Tripura conducts. It is there in the internet, the date, everything is in detail given. In general, the TET advantage, I can say, the questions will be in vernacular language also. For example, if you write it in Tamil, Tamil from Tamil Nadu, you can find questions and both in Tamil and in English. You can also write in Tamil. So for some people who are very much comfortable on that, they can choose a TET conducted by his or her own state, So that is an advantage. But the disadvantage, I understand that when you clear your TET, your border is closed. You may not, the other state may not come forward to select you as a teacher in general. The rules, regulations are keep on changing, but generally you also may not have, ethically you will not have the right. For example, you write it in Tamil medium, Tamil Nadu in Tamil medium, you speak Tamil fluently, you can teach in Tamil fluently, you can never be a good teacher in Uttar Pradesh, or you can be a good teacher in Maharashtra. There may be exceptional people in all cases, we don't talk about them, but in general. So this is the advantage and the disadvantage. If you write Central Teachers Eligibility Test, so CTET, if you write, you have the passport to go all over the country, but again, sometimes some states may not directly or indirectly accept you. They may try to prefer those who wrote in their own states. So this risk is attached in both cases. So, but generally, if you write central, if your boundary is very much confined to Tamil Nadu, or only Maharashtra, or only Tripura, or only West Bengal, if it is 200%, even biggest post is given 1 month, 1 crore salary, I will not go to another state. If you are sure of that, better to write in your own state TET examination. But it is not like that, sir. My husband is in another state. I may go to any part of the country. And every 5 years, I want to go to different state. At the end of my career, whole India, I want to work. Something like that. You are in a visionary with a lot of exposure and all. Better to go for Central Teacher Eligibility Test. Both methods, both are having advantages and disadvantages. Of course, you can very well choose based on individual, but don't choose because someone is choosing. His interest or her interest will be different. What is applicable to you, what is your family situation, what is your mindset, accordingly you can do it.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, sir. So everybody, all the participants, the decision on which TET exam to take, whether it's the central or the state, has to come from not that which is more interesting or which is more easy or which is more difficult. It has to come from what you want to do in your career, right? Your career is the thing which should help you in deciding what you want to do. In fact, now when I talk about career, till last year, only when somebody wanted to work for a government school, they had to take a state TET or a central TET. But from last year now, the central government, NCTE has mandated that from this year, from the coming academic year, even all the private school teachers need to have a CTET or a TET score with them to continue teaching as a teacher, because that would, kind of guarantee that this person meets the quality requirements. Now, somebody was mentioning in the chat that what are the eligibilities of the TET? How can I define that can I do a TET or not? And this is something, I have very little knowledge. I'll just share what knowledge I have, and then I will invite Dr. Panchanatham to share as well. So what I know is that till 2016, anybody could, any teacher who has done any degree from distance, from regular, could B.Ed or B.Ed degree could come and do the teacher eligibility test. But then after 2016, only teachers who would have done a B.Ed degree from NCTE recognized B.Ed colleges are eligible for state TETs as well as central TETs. So you need to have a B.Ed degree from a state or from a college which is accepted or recognized by NCTE. Sir, am I right? Sir, this is my very limited knowledge.
You are 200% you are right. National Council for Teacher Education, NCTE, that's what Mr. Rishabh mentions. NCTE has recognized hundreds and thousands of colleges all over India. For example, if we take Tamil Nadu, our university, Tamil Nadu Teachers Education University has got affiliation, given affiliation to around 643 colleges in Tamil Nadu. 643 colleges. The first step, all these 643 colleges should apply to NCTE, National Council for Teacher Education, located in New Delhi, Government of India, and they verify everything. And once they recognize the college as an recognized college of NCTE, with that recognition order, they come to university. For example, in the case of Tamil Nadu, all 643 colleges are coming to Tamil Nadu Teachers Education University for affiliation. If it is some other state or the nearby universities, for example, there is Gulbarga University in Karnataka, colleges around Gulbarga will go to Gulbarga University. Bangalore University in Karnataka, colleges around Bangalore will get affiliated with the Bangalore University. It will differ state to state, but anyhow, after NCTE, the college should have affiliation with one of the universities in the state. Then the university will check all those things. Then later it will give its affiliation, curriculum, syllabus, whatever you call, or academic calendar, everything. Accordingly, they will teach. At the end, the affiliating university conducts examinations. Then they give degree to those children or students. Those degrees are given by the university and recognized by NCTE. So it is valid all over the country all the time. So this is how NCTE recognition and affiliation to the affiliating university mechanism is going on.
Very good. So everybody, I think we're all on the same page now. If you are going for a B.Ed degree to clear your TET exams, please go only for those colleges, only for those institutions which have an affiliation to an approved university. For example, in Tamil Nadu, it's Tamil Nadu Teachers Education University. And you can check the college's affiliation on NCTE portal. You can write an email to them, you can check with them. And only when you see that they are the affiliated and recognized colleges, only then you take admission. And only after that, you will be able to do your TET exams. If you are not able to provide proof that you have done it from the right college, from the right university, the teachers might not be able to do the TET exams, and that might become a problem in future in teaching both in the state, in the government schools as well as in the private schools, because TETs are becoming mandatory there. So very important information, everybody. Please make sure that you are going to the right colleges. Sir, so there was this amazing, notification that came last year around August, September or October, that earlier the TET score was accepted for 5 to 7 years. But then last year it was announced that now somebody who clears the exam, their score will be accepted. They don't need to give it again. It will be accepted throughout. So, sir, any particular, what is your opinion? Is this a good move? Is this a good strategy that a teacher, because we feel that the teacher requirements are changing completely. So what should the teachers be thinking about it? And what is your opinion, sir, that now that one person can clear it once and then it's accepted forever?
When it was announced, many students who cleared TET, they gave sweets to all of us. I also ate sweet. So now I cannot, after eating their sweets, I cannot say anything anything against them. But it's a good thing that because they have taken, because Mr. Rishabh knows very well that in the result percentage of TET is very low. All the just to between 1 to 20%, 3%, 2%, 4%. Out of 100 candidates, only 1, 2, 3, 5 they pass. So that is a hard-earned certificate for which a lifetime validity is given. And I hope that they are also giving sweet to everybody. I hope that they are happy and we can concentrate on others, motivate others to go for writing this examination. They are lucky that the validity is going to be lifelong, and certainly they can be very happy. So I think that I join Mr. Rishabh in congratulating all such candidates who have cleared and who have got now lifetime certification. That means anytime, anywhere they can go.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, sir. So here, because sir, you shared that, that the passing percentage has been not very motivating, but then people who have passed, we are confident that they are making very good teachers. And to make sure that more and more teachers pass the TET exams, Suraasa has also partnered with Tamil Nadu Teachers Education University to help the teachers, teacher learners, teacher educators, teachers in development under so many, or around 643 colleges under Tamil Nadu Teachers Education University to prepare for TET exams with Suraasa. We've launched something called All India Teacher Scholarship Test, wherein there's an opportunity for teachers from across the country. But then specifically, we have tied up with Tamil Nadu Teachers Education University as well, wherein teachers can come register for a free scholarship test. Once you receive your score in the scholarship test, you would be able to receive up to 100% scholarship in preparing for your TET exams. And we are very happy to partner with All India Association of Private Colleges, with different educational bodies, but we are proud partners with Tamil Nadu Teachers Education University, one of the oldest teacher education focused university, to help the learners in clearing their TET exams. Everybody, it's something that you don't have to pay anything for. You can just register. It would be great if you could also share it with your friends, with your colleagues, that how they can apply for this teacher scholarship test, and then they can, prepare for the TETs. And together, all of us here on this call, let's create this promise to each other that we are going to help teachers, we're going to help each other so that we can create more highly qualified teachers. Let's increase the passing percentage of TETs together. Let's make India the hub for highly skilled teachers so that India can become an export hub to help teachers in going to different parts of the world and teaching.